Nebraska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 10.
Coming up tonight, imminent negotiations. That's how President Trump is describing what the next round of peace talks will look like between the U.S. and Iran. What date he has set for the countries to meet. Also tonight, tragedy at In-N-Out. 3 are dead after a shooting at the fast food chain in Idaho, who police have identified as the suspect. And cuts for kids. What is inspiring visionary youth in the Clyde Malone Community Center to team up and give kids free haircuts before they return to the classroom? But first, local hero, Police Chief Gary Young, will be laid to rest tomorrow. The Creek community is preparing to honor their police chief in a big way, and people from across the state will be coming together in mourning for a man who made an impact on many. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Mackenzie Johnson. The late police chief died this past week, and tomorrow hundreds are honoring him. We've got the details tonight on how you can pay your respects. The visitation will start at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning in Crete. That will be held at Ag Hall, which is in Tuxedo Park in Crete. Then at 10 o'clock, the funeral will begin, and after the service is over, Young will be escorted by law enforcement to the Lincoln Memorial Cemetery. That will be his final resting place. If you're wanting to be part of the procession, here's the map of the route they'll be taking. They'll go down 13th Street in Crete before getting on the highway. Now, authorities will be doing traffic control, and anyone is invited to line the sides of the streets to honor Young, but they are asking people to not park on the route itself or try to line the highways between Crete and Lincoln. Now, once they get here to the capital city, they will enter on 14th Street heading north until they reach the cemetery. Governor Pillen also ordering all flags to be flown at half-staff tomorrow in Young's honor. If you can't make it out to pay your respects, our Channel 8 team will be covering the event every step of the way. You can scan the QR code on your screen to download our Now Local News app. That's where our reporters will be posting updates throughout the entire morning. The war in Iran sees days without strikes and a renewed possibility of a peace agreement. President Trump talking on Air Force One tonight, saying he called off an attack against Iran this weekend at the request of Gulf allies, claiming again that a deal is, in his words, imminent. Iran is also in its final stages with Oman concerning the Strait of Hormuz, according to the Iranian foreign minister. Here's President Trump on what his next steps are with the war.
Well, now what we're doing is we're talking to them in the form of a negotiation. It begins tomorrow afternoon, and we'll see if it's true. I'd love to do that, save a lot of lives, save a lot of unnecessary power, to be honest with you.
Negotiations are set to resume tomorrow. Still, Trump says that the U.S. is ready to go whenever it wants to resume strikes. This coming as the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Companies, known as OPEC, has come to a decision to try and replenish the world's oil supply once the Strait of Hormuz becomes passable. They're preparing to raise oil output by 188,000 barrels per day in September. The main countries involved in this increase are Saudi Arabia, Russia, and Iraq. We'll keep you updated once we see what kind of impact that decision makes on oil and gas prices further down the road. And of course, we're keeping an eye on how the war as a whole is impacting gas prices here in Nebraska right now. Citizen journalists sending in these videos of prices to our Now Local News app today from Lincoln and Crete. Over in Crete, prices are being seen at $3.78 a gallon. Here in Lincoln, $3.84 a gallon, which is a small step down from the $3.99 we saw for the majority of last week. If you scan the QR code there on your screen, you can download our Now Local News app for free and get paid for sending in videos just like these ones. Let's get a look at our first forecast now as we're preparing for the work week. A beautiful way to wrap up our weekend, taking a live look outside now through our Allo camera down in the Telegraph District. I sure hope everyone made it outside for dinner tonight. The weather was just perfect. Let's send it on over to meteorologist Dominic Ferraro to see if it's going to hold up. Dom?
Hey, Mackenzie, things might get a little bit warmer out there, but it shouldn't be bad. Fairly typical summertime temperatures as we kick off the start of the work week. And as you mentioned, it was a great evening out there. Let's take a look then at your high temperatures across the state from today. Mainly the 80s then in eastern Nebraska, though a quick change once you head out towards the west. 109 for a high today in Chadron, 107 in Scottsbluff, 101 in Ogallala, and 100 degrees today in McCook. Man, that is hot out there. But thankfully, we were on the cooler side of that here in Lincoln at 86, 85 85 in Beatrice, and the Omaha Metro then getting up to 88 degrees today. Now, those higher temperatures and conditions, winds I should say, are leading then to conditions favorable for the spread of wildfires. We do still have that red flag warning now in place until Monday evening for portions of the Panhandle. That one in southwest Nebraska should expire here in the next hour or two. Now, as we take a look outside in the capital city, your Barry Law camera, temperatures at the moment 76 degrees, mostly clear skies, dew points in the middle 60s, and winds now out of the south and east, as we should see a return then of some warmer temperatures for your Monday. Otherwise, statewide temperatures range from the lower 70s then to mid to upper 80s. 94 still in Chadron. Holy cow, that is hot out there. But clear skies in eastern Nebraska, a few passing clouds then out towards the west, as we anticipate a few more storm chances for central Nebraska. We'll be on the quiet side though for your Monday. You may see a little bit more haze there from wildfire smoke aloft as we go throughout the day, with your high temperatures tomorrow reaching the lower 90s and a bit breezy during the afternoon. We'll talk more about those storm chances and what we can expect for the week ahead coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Dom. Well, the recent rain causing some troubles over in Buffalo County. Take a look here. The sheriff's office posting these pictures from a crash they had earlier. The rain making the roads muddy and slick, which is what led to this crash. Good news, they say no injuries are being reported and the vehicle was safely recovered after sliding down into that ditch. But they do say if you're traveling on gravel or dirt roads, this is a good reminder to slow down because the road conditions can change after rain. New details now from an endangered missing person case in Grand Island. 82-year-old John Furlong of Grand Island was missing, and officials looking for him in multiple areas. Good news now, the Nebraska City Police Department is saying he has been found safe. Now, his dementia and reduced vision were making him an endangered missing persons case, so good to see that he is now back home safe and sound. Right now, fast-moving wildfires are burning through Washington, the flames destroying numerous homes and prompting hundreds of evacuations. Tonight, tens of thousands of people are without power as firefighters are battling against flames being fueled by hot, dry, and windy conditions. ABC's Alex Stone has the details from Spokane.
Nearly 5,400 acres have burned across 3 fires in Spokane, Washington. An estimated 600 structures have been damaged or destroyed. Entire neighborhoods engulfed in flames, with the 3 separate fires burning at the same time. A towering plume of thick black smoke hovering over the mountains. Long lines of cars backed up as people under evacuation orders try to leave. The governor declaring a statewide emergency, issuing a burn ban through September and activating the National Guard to support firefighters.
We have been anticipating a situation like this. We've been mobilizing for some time, but want Washingtonians to know we're doing everything we can to get help to multiple locations throughout the state.
Further north, the Maudrite fire has scorched over 49,000 acres. Similar scenes in Oregon, where at least 32 large fires are raging. More than half the state is facing severe drought conditions in what could be the state's worst wildfire season on record. The Roe Creek Complex fire there blazing through more than 300,000 acres. Air crews desperately trying to battle the flames from above as these destructive infernos continue to be fueled by hot, dry, and windy conditions across the Pacific Northwest.
I want to show you a neighborhood that we're in right now where all of the homes have been destroyed. The fire came racing through here. What's left, the open gas lines, property after property, still on fire. Cars that are completely gutted and melted in some cases all over the ground. Home after home gone as far as we can see here. Alex Stone, ABC News, Spokane.
Lincoln families flocking to a generous back-to-school giveaway today. It's an annual event that sends kids to the classroom with a smile, and it's a big help for parents who might be struggling to get the basics. Check it out, Visionary Youth and the Malone Center holding their haircut and backpack event here in Lincoln today. And citizen journalist Kevin capturing video of all the kids walking around with their brand new backpacks filled with some of the supplies they'll need. But it's also about giving kids a boost of confidence when it comes to their appearance, which is why a bunch of volunteer barbers spend the morning giving free haircuts.
You're like me when I was little, you know, I know how it is to struggle and your family not have enough money to get you a nice cut. So it just feels good to give back to the community, and it feels good to have kids, you know, feel good.
I've been out there before, and it's just awesome to see the kids walk out with a big smile on their faces. The group planning to help over 2,500 families today here in the capital city. Well, stay with us. We have more for you coming up after the break, including suspect identified, who police believe is responsible for the mass shooting at the In-N-Out in Idaho, and how the owner of the chain is planning to move forward. We'll be right back.
And a touch warmer for the start of the work week ahead of a quick cool down alongside chances for showers and thunderstorms by the midweek. More details coming up in that full forecast after the break.
Shooter in Idaho. The tragedy claiming the lives of 3 people at an In-N-Out, according to authorities. And tonight, officials identifying the man who's believed to be behind the horrifying violence. The Twin Falls police chief says 24-year-old Chad Williams opened fire yesterday, killing 3 people and injuring at least 7 others. The alleged gunman then died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Authorities don't yet know the motive of the shooter, but are assuring the community that the threat is over. The police chief says officers are now partnering with federal agencies to figure out what happened.
This is the most chaotic scene that many of them will ever have in their careers. They rose to their training. They rose to the level that our community expects. State partners, federal partners, along with the FBI and the ATF have called to assist us for help. They have resources on the way here so that we can properly document the scene.
Police combing through evidence now. We'll keep you updated as soon as we learn anything else. Now, meanwhile, the owner of In-N-Out addressing the situation. Lindsay Snyder posting the statement you see here on your screen, writing that one of the victims was an employee. Snyder says she was taking care of customers when she was killed. She says In-N-Out will be mourning with the families and praying for them as they tread through a painful season. She finishes the statement by saying they will stand together and do everything they can to learn from the situation. New tonight, an annual festival bringing out huge crowds to Wilbur. The Czech Festival is always a celebration of culture, and today is the last day everyone can enjoy the food, dancing, and music. Well, Well, check that out. A dance circle downtown today. Kids all dressed up in the traditional Czech clothing. And this weekend's festivities bringing out a bunch of people. Here are some pictures from the big parade today. Looks like a blast. Now, if you want to join in on the fun, there were some kolache eating contests, bingo, and the performances. They might still be going on. The last one was slated for 9 o'clock tonight. Now, if you're looking for some Sunday night plans or even some plans going into the future, if you don't want to travel too far, the Lancaster County Super Fair is happening now until the 8th of August at the Sandhills Global Event Center. Today, here are some of their events they had going on. The Show and Shine Car Show, packed full with vintage vehicles and visitors, and kids getting the chance to connect over livestock as well. The 4-H organization says the fair is a great opportunity for kids to learn new things and show off their hard work.
Now, your Storm Alert Team Forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
I'll admit it has been nice to have a break from the 90s for high temperatures, but as we head then into your Monday forecast, we are heading back to the warmer side of 90 degrees in southeastern Nebraska, though it won't last long. In fact, it'll be fairly quick. Storm chances then moving into central Nebraska as we head towards late Monday along a passing cold front that will then bring some cooler weather for us here in southeastern Nebraska, only for a couple of days, though. The long-term forecast continues to hint then at us being above average as we take a look at your 6 to 10-day temperature outlook, especially here for areas along and south of Interstate 80, but even for northern Nebraska there, too, under that kind of above average category, which is usually the upper 80s this time of year. In fact, it's going to be a hard task then to find a spot that will be considered below average for some time across the country. As you can see, really expecting things to heat up as we head towards the middle of the month. I did see on one graphic, though, you'd have to go all the way into western Alaska in order to finally see where we see this like a gray color here on the legend. That's equal chances of being above or below average. Other than that, the United States then going to be on the warmer side for a while, so I thought that was a little funny there. But as we take a look here in southeast Nebraska, Allo Communications camera at South 21st and L Street. This is just a great shot of the Capitol building as we round out the weekend. Temperatures right now in Lincoln at 76 degrees as well there in the Omaha area, 74 in Columbus, 73 in Grand Island, but still some warmer temperatures out there, 84 in Scotts Bluff and 94 in Shadrach. 94 degrees at 10 o'clock, which I guess it is 9 o'clock their time, but still, it's plenty warm out there. Unfortunately, it looks like we have an issue there with Beatrice, upper 60s for Hebron, 72 in York, 73 in Grand Island for those current temperatures we had mentioned. So not too bad here to round things out if you're enjoying some time outside before we get ready for the start of the work week then tomorrow morning. Mostly clear skies here in eastern Nebraska, accompanied then by a few passing clouds as you get out towards central and western Nebraska. This theme then continues as we head into the overnight hours. As we can see, still a sunny start to the day in eastern Nebraska to start things off Monday. Those passing clouds then out towards the west, and it's as we head then towards the evening and especially then into the overnight hours that we start to see these showers and thunderstorms developing here along this passing cold front that's going to move south and east as we go throughout the day, and that does give us a chance then as we head into early Tuesday for a few lighter showers here in eastern Nebraska. These will be probably fairly sporadic as they just keep going along the tail end of that front as it moves on through, but it's as we head then into the middle of the work week where we could really start to see those precipitation chances ramp up in eastern Nebraska. Here's Tuesday evening, still clear along Interstate 80, but as we head then into late Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning, better chances for showers and thunderstorms, and especially then along and south of the interstate as we head towards your Wednesday morning commute. So something to kind of plan ahead for now. We'll keep an eye on the model timing for this, but chances then for those showers to stick around still then through about lunchtime, and then they'll begin to fizzle out as we head towards your Wednesday evening and into early Thursday morning. We are still monitoring that risk for severe weather tomorrow night in portions of north central Nebraska, then down closer to the North Platte area and into parts of the Panhandle, where an isolated severe storm or two capable of producing up to quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts are possible. Not everyone is going to see severe weather by all means, but it is a possibility, and we'll see if that area gets tweaked at all as we get some more updates from the Storm Prediction Center here on Monday morning. Temperatures tomorrow in southeast Nebraska, the low to mid-90s, though. If you head out towards southwestern Nebraska, they will have a shot at air temperatures in the triple digits. Look at those cooler temperatures then as we head towards the middle of the week. That cold front does us some good by Wednesday. High temperatures in the upper 70s, and then we slowly climb out of that hole for the rest of the work week there. Still looking at sunny skies heading into next weekend, and even then, I mean, it's an early look at next weekend, but maybe a trip to the pool, the lake next week, the low 90s, lots of sunshine out there. Don't forget the sunscreen. but it could be one of the last times to get outside and enjoy some of those summertime activities, especially with school starting up here soon.
Well, most definitely, but the good news is I'm not seeing any triple digits in there.
Not yet. I don't want to jinx it. It's still Nebraska. They can throw a curveball our way.
That's true. All right. Thank you, Dom. Well, right now, the Powerball jackpot just won't stop growing. We're taking a live look now at their website. They're tallying up the estimated jackpot and counting down to the next drawing, which will be tomorrow night. Now, the money is sitting at almost $750 million. We'll make sure to let you know when there's a winner, and we're hoping maybe it's one of you guys watching or maybe one of us here at Channel 8. Who knows? New at 10 o'clock, the Seward County Sheriff's Office sharing great news about a few missing horses. They're saying the owners of these horses have been located. They were on the loose on Highway 15 just north of Seward. You can see they're just grazing along the road there. Great to see now, though, that these horses will be galloping on home to where they came from. Coming up in sports, Husker football is deep in training for the upcoming season. Plus, our Nick Erickson reveals our athlete of the week. Find out who it is when we come back.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, powered by Green's Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Nick Erickson. Thanks for joining the Sports Zone on this Sunday night. Glad you could be here. It's the beginning of August, and everyone here in Lincoln knows what that means. Husker football is right around the corner. We're currently 34 days away from Nebraska's home opener against Ohio University. The Huskers will begin their fall camp this week with almost a month until we all get to file into Memorial Stadium again. Coach Rule hyped up the 2026 team at Big Ten Media Days, speaking on the talent of the roster and how they want to take another step this season. Plenty of things to be excited about, including the offensive line and, of course, the crowded running back room, which we should have more answers following fall camp. We're also close to Football Fan Day, which will be on August 8th at the Hawks Championship Center. Our sports director, Will Charlton, will have more camp coverage later this week. Over the past couple days, the 2026 U.S. National Championship for Swimming was happening in Irvine, California. Swimmers from all over the country gathered, including Nebraska's very own Jenna Jorgensen. Jorgensen Final event with Nebraska here, putting the exclamation point on her impressive college career. At the swimming championship, she finished her time with the Huskers, breaking 5 school records and 5 personal best marks. In a press release from the Huskers on Saturday, head coach Pablo Morales said, quote, amazing finish to an amazing career. Jenna has been one of the highest performers and most consistent improvers in program history. The Huskers will sure miss her, as she is a 4-time All-American. Well, how about we take a look at some MLB trade deadline transactions. Last night we discussed some of the moves that have been made before Monday's trade, of course, just moments after we went off of air, as that happens sometimes. The most valuable trade candidate across Major League Baseball, Tariq Skubal, was shipped to L.A. in return for a handful of prospects. On your screen is some of the trades that have been made. Kevin Gausman and Tyler Mahle, the most recent transactions. Gausman is headed off to the north side of Chicago to add to the Cubs' struggling rotation, and Mahle headed to the ATL. Today, Freddie Peralta was dealt from the Mets, calling Tampa his new home as they continue their impressive season. A handful of other trades have been made today, although none as big as the Skubal news. Expect the Skubal trade to establish the pitching market for free agency, and I'm sure we'll see more pitchers go in the coming hours. For the first time in 45 years last fall, the Waverly Vikings took home the Class B State Football Championship. At the helm was incoming senior quarterback Broxton Tepley, who threw for over 2,300 yards and 27 touchdowns. In May, he announced his college commitment to a Division I program, and that's why he's our Athlete of the Week.
The following segment is sponsored by Menards.
Late November of 2025 holds fond memories for Tepley, he said.
It was great to finally be able to accomplish what we had all worked towards the whole year, and it was just great to do it with some of my brothers, and it was a really cool experience getting to win the state. Obviously, not everybody gets to do that in their lifetime.
Tepley led the charge in the state title run, and now heading into his senior season, he already knows where he will play college football. In May, Tepley announced his commitment to join the University of South Dakota, a school where he says he felt a connection to right away.
I knew that that's where I wanted to go, so I just figured why not commit now, and I committed pretty quick. And since then, it's been really great. I've been up there 2 or 3 times, and yeah, it feels like home already for sure. From the coaches to the facilities to proximity, it just felt like a really great situation for me.
Waverly head coach Reed Manstead says that it's a tribute to who he is as a player and a person.
He's like having a coach on the field, and so you love having that with him. And you know, he's a kid who just does a lot of things the right way, and it's good to see good things happen to good people. People come out here on Friday nights and they get to see the product, but they don't always get to see all the hard work that goes into it. And you know, he's a prime example of, you know, hard work paying off.
Tepley says that already being committed helps him focus on the task at hand in the fall, going back to back.
Kind of just makes me be able to play with offense, and I got nothing to lose. It's nice knowing where I'm going already. We know that there's a target on our back. We're the team to beat, so still got to have the same motivations last year, same drive to go do what we know we can do.
Yeah, Tepley said that one of his buddies is actually going to go to the University of North Dakota, so expect a fun rivalry there. Congratulations and good luck to you, Broxton. Thanks for joining us here on the Sports Zone. That's all I got tonight. So, Mackenzie, we will go ahead and toss it back to you.
All right, thank you, Nick. We'll be right back after the break.
Well, we are looking at a warmer day then for the start of the work week with highs in the lower 90s in eastern Nebraska. But take a look at southwest Nebraska. Triple digits for the thermometer tomorrow, including a forecast high of 105 in McCook. And if that wasn't enough, we will see a cold front move through the region very late Monday into early Tuesday. That could spark up a few strong to potentially severe storms, isolated storms possible here in Green, with large hail and damaging winds the main concerns as those continue to drift east. Showers possible then for our Tuesday will be fairly scattered with better chances for rain reaching the capital city with those cooler temperatures by the middle of the week.
All right, thank you, Dom. Thank you all for joining us. Have a good rest of your night. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
Plan your next game night out or celebrate any milestone with us, because happy hour is even happier when you're winning. Only at Warhorse Casino, minutes from downtown in Lincoln.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem them for gift cards. Scan the QR code to join.
Washington.